Hello friends, it's a beautiful evening in the city of Abuja, Nigeria, and tonight we are going to cover the Central Business District using Herbert Macaulay Way to show you the neighborhood and show you how to navigate the Central Business District all the way from Herbert Macaulay Way. We are starting this walk from the bridge I stopped in the last walk. Remember this bridge here, right? Yeah, that is the boundary between Wuse District and Central Business District. Right, so we're going to cover this neighborhood just by walking along the Herbert Macaulay Way. I want to show you how you can navigate through Central Business District if you find yourself on the Herbert Macaulay Way. So if you haven't been to Abuja but you want to even drive as soon as you hit the ground running, just come to Herbert Macaulay Way, find yourself to Herbert Macaulay Way, and then you will see how you can navigate different parts of the Central Business District from Herbert Macaulay Way. So we're using it as a center to start your trip to whichever part of Herbert Macaulay Way you want to get to. So I'll be showing you the streets that lead off this Herbert Macaulay Way and the places they lead you to. The buildings or structures or government institutions that those streets, roads or precincts will take you to, okay? So walk with me along Herbert Macaulay Way, starting from this bridge that separates Wuse District and Central Business District. Down, just across the road, you can see Central Mosque, Abuja Central Mosque. Can you see that? And right behind it is Aso Rock. That rock there is the Aso Rock. Right. So the street to get to that National Mosque area and all other important institutions along that neighborhood is the next street we are just going to see, the next turn to our left. So I'm going to show you how to navigate there. But here is what this whole place looks like, where we are starting our journey. This first building here is the building you'll find once you get to this bridge that begins the Central Business District along Herbert Macaulay Way. You find a lot of Chinese in this building. I think it's the building where you have National Integrated Power Project. Yeah, I think so. That's the building there. Yeah? So let's take our walk starting from here. If you haven't done so, look under this video, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button as well, so you don't forget to do so later. So this is a major turn in the city. This left turn leads to the National Mosque or the Central Mosque that I showed you earlier. Yeah? That's the street here. I hope you can see further into the street from here. Once you go down that street, there's another turn to your right. The first turn to your right will lead you to City Plaza and places like Sahar stores along that route. But once you go beyond it, you find yourself to Central Bank of Nigeria down that road. But the right turn leads to other parts of Central Business District. This is where you find Grand Square. At the end of this road, you find Grand Square. They have Jennifer Plaza as well there. Most electronic stores can be found along this road. There are hotels as well found down this road too. So, but we'll continue straight down this road. All right. We'll wait to be passed by traffic because it's rush hour, so there are so many vehicles passing by the road, you know, by this time. All right, so let's go. You'll perhaps notice a remarkable difference between the streets of Wuse District and that of Central Business District. Notice that when we took a tour of Wuse District, on both sides of the road and right in the middle of the road, there are trees that, you know, cover the walkways, right? Yeah. We don't seem to find it here. So there is a clear difference between those two districts. Of course, Wuse District was built way ahead of whatever you see going on in Central Business District. But Central Business District is still under construction. Yeah, it's still being developed. You have to know that. There are still so many parts of it that are being developed or under construction. So like we saw during the close of work last time, notice what people have to do sometimes to get home during rush hour like this. They have to rush to get private vehicles in order to commute home. You find that a lot in the city. Well, that's because our transport system is also still being developed. There are several bus stops that have just been constructed. However, many of them are not yet operational as at the time of making this video. So this building you look at right now is the National Oil Company headquarters. That is the NNPC. That's the headquarters of Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. So if you follow this road, you will be going to the airport. So many of the commuters or vehicles that choose to ride through this road are actually going to the airport road. Either airport itself or all the neighborhoods located along the airport road. But this left turn leads into the other parts of the Central Business District. You find Federal Secretariat, Head of Service Building, and even the villa, Asorok Villa, if you take the left turn. Okay? But we are going straight. From here, you can see the World Trade Center. If you look into that distance, you can see that tall building. That is the World Trade Center. There are two of them there. The Twin Tower of the World Trade Center in the city of Abuja, Nigeria. It's also located here in the Central Business District. So along Herbert Macaulay Way, you can actually get to that area if you're going to places like Churchgate Building, World Trade Center, and every other neighborhood like if you want to go to the train station as well, which is right in the Abuja metropolis, that is Abuja Metro of the train station, you also take this road. It's just next to that World Trade Center. But this building to the left is the headquarters of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, the Nigerian National Oil Company. Opposite is a gas station which works 24 hours of the day, except when they don't have gasoline supply. That's when you see them closed for work. But as long as there is gasoline supply, you can always come here to buy fuel or petrol or gas, as the case may be. But opposite is the NNPC gate. This is the entrance to the corporation. Okay. So this building is where the major income of Nigeria is handled, the oil business. This is where they regulate the oil industry in the country, but they also operate in the oil space, getting the crude oil from the ground and also selling them raw like that to other buyers from around the world. Nigeria has one of the best crude oil supplies in the world, Brent crude. It's one of the best oil you can find around the world. It's getting really dark, but I have to get to the boundary of Central Business District and Garki District in order to conclude this walk, showing you all the exits of Herbert Macaulay Way so you can easily navigate your way around this neighborhood. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button and the subscribe button, but also turn on the notification so you can easily be notified whenever I post a new video showing you the districts of the districts found in Abuja, Nigeria, and how best to navigate them whenever you find yourself in the city, whether you are visiting or whether you want to relocate to the city. Here you'll find many offices. So some of these tall buildings you find here are actually office buildings. You know, this is where we came from. NNPC to the right, and other places, other buildings to the left. Okay. This Leadway House is an insurance company. So different companies can be found here: insurance, oil companies, big businesses, both private and public. You find many of them here. Headquarters of banks. There are many of them in Herbert Macaulay Way. Big hotels like Wuse Continental, which is what you see across the road there, Wuse Continental Hotel. They're all in this neighborhood, and those are one of the things that make this neighborhood very important. Bank of Industry headquarters is here as well. You can see this space, right? And the buildings located in it. These are banks, and the Bank of Industry's headquarters is here as well. Car dealerships and so on are also found here. This is Toyota, right there to my left. Toyota company car dealership. But that's not the only car dealership you find here. There are other car dealerships you find in this area. Take for instance, if I turn to right, there's a car dealership here as well, which is basically a private car dealership. I showed you Ritz Continental earlier, right? That's the building. That's the hotel there. It's one of the iconic hotels you find in the city, Central Business District. The white building there is also the headquarters of a bank, this time Unity Bank, the one in the front, but the one behind it still belongs to Bank of Industry. There is an ATM gallery right in front of that place, servicing this neighborhood. There are many of them actually found in Central Business District, but that's it here. It's really getting windy. But we'll still have to try and complete this walk. People are now scrambling for transport to go back home because the weather is drastically changing. So if you live at the airport road, or if you're going to the airport itself, you can also exit the Herbert Macaulay Way using this junction here. So the people you see there waiting for a vehicle are also going to, they are traveling to Airport Road. You can easily see the rest of the Central Business District from this place. There are 4 lanes right here, some leading away from that zone of Central Business District and from Sheikh Shagari, and including Aso Rock, while others leading right back into it. If you look down the road, you will see other important buildings there. Central Bank is located down this road. Christian Association of Nigeria Ecumenical Center is also there. Many structures. Constitution Avenue is just down the road there, so you find many of the buildings there. And you can see that tower, right? That tower behind this Unity Bank. That's the tallest structure in Abuja. It's called Millennium Towers. while right across the road to my right side is National Defense College of Nigeria. And that is where Nigerian military attends their school, their college. That is where training on war and so on are carried out, right? It's a college called Nigerian Defense College. I'll show you the entrance to that place. Okay. This to my right is a hotel called Afri Hotel. Afri Hotel. And we are approaching the end of the Central Business District. But to my right is the National Defense College, Nigeria. That is it. That's the entrance. So the rain has finally arrived. Even as evening closes in on us in this walk. This is this is the junction where you can easily go to Central Bank from, or Ecumenical Center. If you take left, you head to Central Bank. If you take right, you go to other places like Chelsea Hotel, headquarters of Access Bank. You find all of them to the right. But you also find other important places to the right as well. So guys, this is where we are going to end the walk. I hope you have learned to navigate your way around the Central Business District following Herbert Macaulay Way. Thank you a lot for joining in this walk today. I hope to see you in the next video. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.